Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about first aid in anxiety. Students, feeling anxious in certain situations is normal. However, if your anxiety is not in the proportion to the situation, or if it continues even after the anxiety creating situation has subsided, then it is a matter of concern. If unchecked or not treated, such type of anxiety can reach to the extent of anxiety disorder. Let us see some of the factors contributing to anxiety. Number 1, genetic factors. If anyone in the family who was or is suffering from anxiety issues, such individuals are at a higher risk. Number 2, brain chemistry. Imbalance of certain neurotransmitters is responsible. Number 3, traumatic events like abuse, rape, or sudden death of any of the parent. Number 4, parental divorce. Number 5, stress about college exams. Students, anxiety can be a matter of concern when it starts affecting and interfering with the functions of daily life of the individual. In general, there are physical, psychological, and behavioral symptoms observed in the individual experiencing anxiety. Individuals who are anxious, they don't want to go to college or work, they complain repeatedly of various physiological problems. They get irritated while interacting with other friends or family members. They spend a lot of time worrying about how they look. Such people are extremely quiet in the class or at work. Sometimes they ask same questions again and again. They visibly show the physical symptoms of anxiety like sweating or excessive body movements. Now that we have seen what kind of thoughts and behaviors of individuals dealing with depression and anxiety exhibit, let us try to see how they can be helped. Now we will discuss Algae action plan from the point of view of depression and anxiety. Step number 1, approach, assess, and assist. If you see your friend showing symptoms that are mentioned above, and if you feel that there might be a chance of the person harming himself, the first thing to do is meeting his or her close family members and sensitizing them about the seriousness of the issue. Also, you can approach the mental health professional along with the family members and discuss your concern. Step 2, listen non-judgmentally. You can give your friend a patient hearing and understanding. Remember, you should neither criticize your friend while listening, nor should you make any harsh comments, otherwise they will not share the information. Step 3, give support and information. Sometimes the person may experience shame or feel guilty. In such a situation, you can help the person by giving hope and making them realize that many people are diagnosed with the mental disorder. Secondly, having mental illness is not their fault. And thirdly, one may take some time to get better with the help of a proper mental health professional, but it is certainly curable. Step number 4, encourage appropriate professional help. You can support, encourage, and even accompany your friend to see a counselor or psychotherapist. Getting the person proper professional help in mental health care is the key to dealing with the mental health issues. Number 5, encourage self-help and other support strategies. Students, you can help the person identify some of the positive behaviors which can help them to cope with their mental health issues. They can engage in activities which they like or which they always wanted to pursue. Performing self strategies can also help them regain control over their life. Encourage them to use simple relaxation techniques as follows, like using laughter, deep breathing techniques, exercises like walking, running, or playing any outdoor games. In the case of anxiety and depression, seeking professional help is very important. So, encouraging a person to reach out to a professional for help is the most important thing. Students, please go through the breathing activity which is there on page number 91 before reacting to any of the situation. Let us talk about some critical behavior issues. And the important one is internet and social media usage. Students, nothing to say. You all know what is happening with the Netflix, how people are getting affected by them. And especially in this lockdown season, you can see many people are getting addicted to it. Nowadays, using the internet is essential. It is important to remember that the internet is not the problem. How we use it and for how long we surf the internet every day is what leads to problems. While the amount of time we use the internet can be a concern, so is what are you using it for? Most of the time, people do not need to get professional help, but their over dependence on the internet can lead to a problem in their life. Students, are you using the internet excessively? Let us self assess using the 4 C's. Number 1, craving. Do you have an intense desire to use the internet? Number 2, control. Do you have an inability to control yourself using the internet? Number 3, compulsion. Do you find it difficult to stop using the internet? You know you should not spend so much time on it, even though you know. Number 4, consequence. Have you ever experienced any physical or psychological ill effect as a result of excessive use of internet? If you answer a yes for at least 3 of the C's, it can be a matter of concern. Some of the red flags that indicate an over dependence on the internet are delay or postponing something, boredom with the routine task, no sense of time, feeling very happy while using internet, physical problems like headaches, neck pain, dry eyes, etc., and poor personal hygiene. Students, if you notice that your friends or you showing the red flags, you can adopt some of the measures that have been mentioned in the chapter. With the strategies and techniques discussed in the chapter, you can provide some simple yet important first aid to the person showing signs and symptoms of psychological problem. Students, however, one thing you should never forget that such psychological issues can be treated only, I repeat only, by mental health professionals and not by a layman. You can only be the bridge between that person and the mental health professional and can encourage the person to seek proper professional help. Today we have talked about first aid in anxiety. Let us go to some more information. Now, what is your mental health first aid kit? The emotional first aid kit consists of 1. A playlist of songs that can uplift and empower. 2nd, an image that soothes and makes you smile. 3rd, a scent you can enjoy. Number 4, a list of people who love you as a reminder. And finally, a journal or art supplies to process your feelings. Let us go to the keys to emotional well-being. What does it talks about? It says, use positive self-talk. Remind yourself that you are work in progress. Walk towards your goals and dreams. Stay physically active. Get enough sleep and rest. Spend time with family and friends. Eat a balanced diet. Talk about your thoughts, feelings. Do activities you love. Care for yourself. Keep learning things that interest you and give back to others your love and happiness by helping them. Let us go to the assignment. The question is, enumerate the various symptoms an individual with the anxiety disorder exhibits. Students, please come to page number 94. We'll go through the question answers. Question number 1, fill in the blanks. First one, answer is stigma. Second one, answer is professional help. Third one, behavior. Number 4, answer is depression. Come to question number 2. Question number 2 1. It's on the page number 79 in the green box. Question number 2, answer is on page number 79, column 2, point A, B, C. Question number 2 3, page number 89, column 2, 1 to 5. Question number 2 4, come to page number 88, it's in the green box. Question number 3 1, page number 81, column number 1, point number 4, A, B and C. Question number 3 2, explain the algae model in your own words. The answer is from page number 83 to 87. Question number 3 3, page number 90, it is in the pink, blue and yellow box. Question number 3 4, answer is in the page number 90 to 93. Students, the question is examples what over independence. Make the word dependence on the internet means. Question number 4 is a self-study question. It's a case study. You have to go through the case study and apply the algae model and help Sujata to evolve in her mental health. Students, today I have finished lesson number 7. Please go through the lesson important. Along with the studies, this lesson is important to apply it in our day-to-day life to be mentally healthy. Thank you students. Have a nice day.